Good morning, Linda. Good morning. I have to set up my little, I have my earbuds. I need to set these things up. Then I won't have the cord dangling. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. One sec. All right. How are you doing this morning? And how was your weekend? Why am I so sing-songy? Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, Julie. How's everybody doing this amazing Monday rainy morning? I don't know if it's raining by you, but it's definitely raining by me. Definitely raining over here. And good morning, Laura. Good morning. Good morning, Jasmine. Good morning, y'all. Are you guys having an awesome morning? Doing well, thanks. Raining here. Yes, it is raining. It's been raining well since I've been up. So it's been raining since 5 a.m. And it's periods of heavy rain, so it's like coming down and it's light. It's coming down and it's light. So I had to go outside, go into the garden because after rain we have plenty of slugs. So I had to go put some slug stuff outside so that I don't have them devouring my freaking plants or my vegetables, I should say, because they definitely will destroy your vegetables. I have something out there eating my cabbage. Is probably a cabbage worm, like my friend told me to be careful for. It's probably that, but it's tearing it up, tearing it up. So, it's raining over here too. Yes, yes, yes. Made me hit the snooze. I'm telling you. I was like, it's still dark. Because you know now when we waking up at about 5-ish, the sun is coming up. I'm like, it's still dark. At first I thought, I just woke up early and I looked at the time. I was like, no, it's time. It's time to get up. Yes, the sun is shining and I got up early today, already getting things done. Yes, Jasmine. What time did you wake up this morning? Sun shining bright in Houston. Hey, Tanya, is it super hot in Houston? Good morning, Latrice. It looks like it's going to clear up. Oh, it says rain in the forecast on my thing. It said rain in the forecast all morning. Oh, but that's good for the it's good for my vegetables because the rainwater should do it good. Give it a nice deep watering. Good morning, Betty Rose. Good morning. Everybody tell me about your amazing weekends. Tell me what you did. Tell me, was it great? What? What did I do? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Saturday, I went and got my, you guys seen, I went to do my stuff for my garden. So I got my tomato cages because I had to put some of my cucumber plants. My cucumber plants are growing so big. I'm so excited. So excited because I grew some of them myself from seeds. Some of them I got starts already so that they can grow at different periods in time, right? So I could get some early, some later, so I'd never run out. But yes, I staggered it. So though I have cucumbers growing, and they're tall. They're tall. They're tall. I'm so excited about that. This is way better than last year. Way better already. Good morning, Patricia. Good morning. Good morning, Josephine. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. 4:30, so I can't be out of the bed at 5. 4:30, so I could be out of the bed at 5 a.m. Oh, nice, Jasmine. It takes me a minute to get up. No scrolling on social media. I took my phone out of the room last night. Yes. Awesome, Jasmine. Awesome. And Tanya says, always hot in Houston. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Pearl. Good morning, Sherelle. Good morning, Sean. Launch went well, got one sale. Woohoo. That's good. That's good. That's good. That means you just need to do some more communicating with your people. That is awesome, Betty Rose. Hello from Florida. Hello, Suzanne. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Connie. You guys, did you guys? Okay, so I just seen Patricia said she's exhausted from the weekend. Did you guys wish Alejandro a happy birthday? He is 12 years old. He is a preteen. He is in middle school. He is amazing, period. But it's his birthday. Happy birthday. Well, it was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Alejandro. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yes, yes, yes. Just got to communicate. This was your soft launch, right? And so we just had to let everybody know what you got going on for when you're about to pop off. When you're about to pop off. And speaking of soft launches, that's what today we are going to, well, this week, probably into next week, I decided to make it like a series as opposed to making it a one and done quick video, because I think that we need to be a little bit more detailed in the way a little bit more detailed in the way I deliver messages, or the way I'm delivering information actually, right? I think I need to be spend a little bit more time on it, so that whenever something is, you know, you don't get it or you don't understand it, it's not overlooked, right? So I want to make sure that that doesn't happen. So I'm going to spend a lot of time on planning and prepping your launch, because it does take a lot of back end stuff. It's not just the product, it's not just the picture, it's not just about putting it on social media. There's a whole system that has to go on behind the scenes, a whole thought process that has to go on behind the scenes before you even launch your products, right? Before you even launch a collection, before you even do that, there's a whole list of things that has to be done in order for that thing to even come to fruition, right? Because you can, and I'm not saying that it's just you. I'm saying I'm guilty of doing it as well. Trying to promote something without giving it enough timing, without properly promoting it, with just thinking that just me telling people about it on social media is going to be enough, without figuring out how I'm generating new customers, without figuring out how I'm going to communicate with my customers. So it's a whole process, right? In order to launch, it's a whole, like, you got to finesse it. Like, it's seriously, all the things that we've done before will lead up to this moment right now. The dating your customer, your romancing your customer, all of that is going to lead up into the launching of your product, because you have to finesse your you have to finesse this whole launch, right? So that's what we're going to be discussing today. And everybody, while you in here, take this link, share it out with everybody who you know that is a product maker, or a small business owner who wants to grow their business, or but an entrepreneur, anything like that. Share this link out with them. Tell them, come on over here and join us over here for Coffee with Nikki. And we here every morning, 9 a.m. and Monday through Friday. We will not be having Coffee with Nikki tomorrow. We're going to have Dee from Paper Candy Designs in tomorrow, and she is going to be discussing brand flow, how to make your brand cohesive with your messaging and your storytelling and blah, blah, blah. That's going to be tomorrow. So a lot of you guys were asking about branding, and you guys wanted to have lives with branding. That was on the list when I asked you guys what topics did you want me to cover, and that was one of them. So we have D in from Paper Candy Designs. Yay. All right, let me see what everybody is saying in the chat. Yes, everybody's saying happy birthday to Alejandro. Yes, yes, yes. We have our first pop-up this Wednesday at a church event. Oh, that's nice, Betty Rose. Are you ready to go? You know, we have the survival vendor, what is it? It's a guide. It's a guide. It's a video and it's a guide. I was like, it's a video, but I have a workbook, but it's not really a workbook. So the pop-up survival guide is in the Honor Society, as well as a video. And also, if you have not thought of how your layout was going to be for your space, Yvonne had also taught a class on designing your event space, your event booth. Your booth, your table, your space, yes. So it can all go within the aesthetic of your brand. I have a launch on Friday, and you already know this week is jams. I hear that, Kelly. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning. My computer is bugging yet again. It won't let me read the comments. It won't let me read the comments. Yes, I did. Happy birthday, Alejandro. Again, I'm definitely praying I will not be in the meeting tomorrow. That's right. I'm nervous. Don't be nervous. Be ready. Don't be nervous. Be ready. Pop-up event was great. I networked with other business owners and left with 2 connects for August events in August. Yes, that's awesome. When you meet with other business owners and when you're doing an event, they always tell you about new events that you can sign up for that you never, like that you didn't know about, or you know what I'm saying? They could give you feedback on things like that. So that is always awesome. So when you do events, like Jasmine is saying, network with the people, your neighbors, network with the people in there so that you can get connects to new events coming up. So that is correct. You'll do great, Betty Rose. Yes. Is it an honor society? Yes. That's awesome, Jasmine. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I have coffee this morning. I haven't had coffee in a few days. I haven't had coffee this weekend. So I got rocket fuel in me now. I got rocket fuel. Where's Nicole? I'm ready. Is Yolanda in here? Because Yolanda said she wanted to she also wanted to know about the launching and things like that. Well, I got to get it together. She wanted to she wanted to be here for the planning planning your launch. All right. So are we ready to go? We ready? Are we ready? You guys take this link, share it out, fan out, tell everybody come join us over here. You already know. And like, you're in the building. As soon as you walk through the door, take your shoes off. Like the video. Like, love it, whatever. Sometimes I can see a love up here. I don't know how that happens, but whatever y'all do to love it, love me a lot, y'all. Love me a lot, y'all. So I want to know, have you guys, and you could just put a 1 or a 2 in the chat, right? So have you guys downloaded your dating workbook and your romancing your customer workbook? Have you downloaded those 2 things? Have you guys went back, and even if you didn't download it, did you go back and read it? Did you go back and apply some of those things to your business? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Did you go back and look at that information? Like I said, you didn't have to print it out. If you just read it over, that's fine too. And if there's anything that you applied to your business. All right. Betty Rose, yes. No. Yes. What workbooks? There in the Honor Society, it was with the Coffee with Nikki, right? And so I had wrote down the notes, and I said I was going to type it up, and I typed it up and I put it in there just in case people wanted to take it, to print it and make notes later. So they're in there. So the dating and the romancing your customers, they have workbooks. Well, not really workbooks because it's not that many pages. I think it's like maybe 1 or 2 pages, but it's a recap of the video so that you can see like kind of like a checklist to see if these are the things that you are doing. So we got some 2s in here. We got some 1s. No, is it an honor society? Yes, it is. I've missed something. Yes, Latrice, I don't think you stayed the whole class. I typed it up and put it in. So just go into information and education is there. Not yet. 2, but I found it in the Honor Society. Good. Good morning, Nessa. You're not late yet. We didn't even start yet. We're just asking everybody how they're doing, how their weekend was, and that's it right now. So you're not late yet. Okay, thank you. I will print it out today. Yes. Okay, I missed a couple of days when I was on vacation. Yep. But it's there. The video is there, and so is the paper, the workbooks. Like I said, it's not really a workbook. It's about a sheet or 2, but it's just a recap. And I want you guys to that is going to piggyback off of what I'm going to talk about today, right? So they're all going to lead into each other, and I want you guys to make sure that you're taking notes as to the process, because the process is not, when you see other people doing it, the process looks different because you only see the finished product. You don't see the work that's put in behind the scenes, right? You're not seeing the planning. You're not seeing the work that's going in behind the scenes. It is not just about you creating a product. It is not just about you, I got to make all these products and I got to get it out there. No, that's not what it's all about. The main work comes from the work that you do on the back end. Your product is something that the product and the thing that you give is a bonus, because it's all about what you do on the back end, right? So once you see that it's all about how you planning and how you're structuring and how you're doing things, you'll be able to to redo this every single time, right? And it may not have the same success, it may not have the same results, right? But you will know what you need to do in order to get your mindset in the right place for you to properly plan out your launch. A lot of people are planning out launches thinking that they only need to plan out what they want to release, right? But that's not the only thing that you need to think about. What do everybody think that you need to do in order to have a successful product launch? What do you need to do besides the product itself? What do you need to do in order to have a successful product launch? I'll wait while I drink my coffee. And you can click right there, down there, right there in the YouTube. If you're watching me on the YouTube, you can click right there and order you a mug. Good morning, Kalita. Wait, good morning, Kalita. Marketing. Okay. Okay. So what you got? What you got, guys? Strategize and plan. Good. Come on. Marketing. Come on. Come on. And this is going to be easier. Well, not easier, but it's going to be a little simplified for the people who are starting fresh, because now they know exactly what they need to do, as opposed to people who have been in business. But this will also benefit you, because if you've been in business for a while, you know what worked and what didn't work. You do have some numbers to go back on and to see what happened. You do get to see, well, I didn't do this. I didn't go live. I didn't do this. I didn't send emails. You get to see what you didn't do if you have already been established. But when you knew, you have a clean, fresh slate. So now you have to figure out how to get these things done. Right. And it's not just about what your product look like. It's not just about the product itself. It's a whole vibe. It's a whole feeling. It's a whole thing. Right. What else? So everybody, okay, so far we got marketing, strategize, and plan marketing. What can you do to have a successful product launch? What else can you do? Am I freezing on you guys, or is it just me? Because I was freezing on my computer, so it might just be me. I might be glitching over there. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning. What can we do for a successful launch, guys? So all we have is marketing and strategize and plan. That's all we have. Nope, all clear. Okay, good. You're not freezing for me. Okay, good, 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 good. Because my computer, I was stuck, and then I came back. All right, so we are talking about planning your launch. So I wrote this. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to cover everything that's on this page. And like I said, I'm taking it throughout this week, and it may happen to go into the next week, but I just want to make sure that I'm giving it to you in bite-sized chunks so that it's not overwhelming, because getting all this information at one time can be overwhelming, right? Because you can't digest it all in one sitting, right? Excuse me. You can digest it, but you're not going to be able to apply it or execute really fast. You know what I'm saying? So it's levels and it's steps, and as I give you the steps, you can apply those steps. You know what I'm saying? So instead of me saying all these things, these are all the things we're going to do, I'm going to break it down so you could do, today we're going to do this, tomorrow I'm going to do this, the next day I'm going to do that, so that way you can get it and it sticks, right? There's nothing like getting information and it's going in one ear and out the other. That happens to me in plenty of classes and things like that, where I got to go back, like, let me sit here, let me focus, let me take one of these things at a time, and then let me apply it like that, because usually it's a lot of information. So, and the only way for you to retain it is for you to, you have to exercise it. So I can't exercise all the things that they give you. You know what I'm saying? I can't exercise all the things that they give me. So that's why I'm doing the same for you guys, because, you know, you got to learn. You got to learn. Working website without glitches. Yes, yes, yes. Giveaway samples. Yes. All clear. Thank you. Talk about it. Go live. Educate your customer about the products. Yes. Hey, Miss Quell. I seriously tell you, that's exactly how it comes out all the time. And I'm not even being funny. Your name needs to be, hey, Miss Quell. Nikki, that's a great idea. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So the first part of this is going to be, and depending on where I leave off at the end of this live, I'm going to pick up and name the next part, whatever that next part is. But right now, this part is called getting people in the door. I want you guys, either if you can, if you can't, because you're getting ready for work or whatever the circumstances is, or you're at work and you can't take notes, I'm going to leave this live up. And I probably, since I already have it written down, my plan, I'm probably going to type it up and put it into the Honor Society as well. But I'm definitely going to leave this up so you guys can make reference to it, so you can make notes as need be. Right? Testing and organizing, so when it hits, you are smooth. That's not a question, that's facts. That's facts, Tanya. Okay, so the first thing is we're planning, right? So you got to get people in the door. So yes, you need to plan your launch. Yes, you need to plan your products. Yes, you need to plan your fragrances. Yes, you need to be planning all of that out. But before we are planning all of that out, we need to get the people in the door. Right? So how are we getting people in the door? If you are brand new and nobody knows who your company is, how do you plan on communicating with them? How do you plan on communicating with your target audience, your dates? How do you plan on communicating with them so that they can be invited into your world? What are the methods that you're going to use to invite your dates into your world? Right? Or to find you on this dating app, or whatever it is. Remember, we made these analogies last week when we were talking about dating and how you're gonna find your people. And I was saying, like, the dating apps is like your social media, right? So people are scrolling until they find something that they like. So how are you going to find your people, and how are you going to speak to them? Because that's major, right? Because if you don't speak to me in the way that I want, if you're not speaking nicely to me, if you're not speaking to me in my language, in my love language, then we're not connecting. And then that means that we don't vibe. We're not gonna work together, right? So how are you getting these people in the door? Some ideas that you have for getting people in the door. What do you have? What would you do to bring brand new people in the door? A lot of us are trying to recycle the people that we already have. Yes, that is good when we are trying to market to them, just because we want to know why they haven't purchased, or, we want them to come back, or those type of things, but not when we're launching. When we're launching, we want our old people, we want our new people, we want revolving people. We need to have that steady flow, that cycle of customers, because the old people probably have already bought, and maybe they still haven't run out yet. So we need new people to buy things, and these new people need to buy things so they can try things and they can talk about it. And then the people who haven't purchased yet, they need to know how good this stuff is, because they didn't purchase yet. And so we need to make them aware of what we have and what we're selling and why is it good for them, because we need to make sure that we can recycle these people, because everybody is not going to purchase at the same time. So you need to be able to recycle these people, right? Do we understand what I'm saying? Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Whitney. Good morning, Whitney. You are on a roll. Hey, start posting about what will help with problems. For example, ingrown hairs. You should exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week. Yes, yes. And you should tell them that's a great place to start. You should also tell them how they could do that naturally. You could also tell them the importance of it. You can also there's so many ways that you can communicate these things, and while you're communicating these things, using your hashtags. Good morning, D. Good morning. Using your hashtags, that's going to help these people get in there, right? Don't just use hashtags that say certain things that's going to trigger other business owners. You want to trigger your customer. Trigger your customer. I signed up for my first big market this December. Oh, awesome, Nessa. There's also one in September, but I'm afraid I won't be ready in time. But I feel that helps get new people. But I feel if you can get ready for September and go to check out that video that we have, the vendors video. Even if you do not have enough product to go the whole length of the market, you could probably, just have your samples out and take orders that way so that you don't miss out on the sale. So you have half of July, all of August, and I'm not sure when in September that market is, but perhaps you can be ready so that you can just get the feel of it and see what you need to do so you can make notes for December's market, Nessa. Good morning. I'm a little bit late. You didn't miss anything yet. You didn't miss anything yet. Hey, Nicole. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Nikki. It's the 24th. The 24th in September, I think you have time. Unless you don't have the products, unless you don't have the signage, unless you don't have certain things or you can't get them in time, then that's understandable. But if you can, I will go ahead and use this as my learning experience so I could be all the way ready for my December market. So I would use that for that. Good morning, Trina. Good morning. I would definitely use that for that. So I'm going to be reading off my paper today, and we didn't even get really into the first one yet, but how you going to get in contact with your people, how you going to circulate your customers. Those are things that you want to know. How these people going to engage with you? How are you engaging with them? Those are things that we had discussed in dating, and those are things that we discussed in the romancing your customers, right? So with this launch or with this product, with this thing that you are gifting to the world, because it is a gift, right? If you don't share what you have, then somebody is going to be missing out on your gift, right? So what are you gifting to the world, and what is your message? That is the first thing I want you to think about. Thought about you all weekend, Quell. Are you back yet? Because you didn't send me a message. I don't know if you back. You are still where you at. What is the message? Right? What is your message? What are you launching? Why are you launching it? And who are you launching it to? Like, who are you launching it for? Good morning, Danielle. Good morning. So the first question is, right? What's your message? What's your message? What are you selling? Who are you selling it to? And why? And why? Love that, gifting. Yes, you are gifting your product to the world, right? But why is it so special? You are not the only maker in the world that is making whatever it is that you're making. So what do you have that is so special? Why is it so special? Why do I need it? What makes my oatmeal soap different from Lush's oatmeal soap? What makes my oatmeal soap different from anybody else's oatmeal soap? What is my message? Why am I different? What does my difference have to do with you? Right? How am I connecting with you? Right? Why is it good for you? Why would you benefit from what I have? Why would you benefit from even understanding who I am? Why would you benefit from hearing my story? Why? Why? Because I said so. Hey, facts. Buy it now because I said so. Period. Right? So that's what we want to know first, right? We want to know what our messaging is, right? Who are we talking to? What are we talking about? And why are we selling it? Right? So, and then you want to be creative where how you do it. So then you want to start letting those juices flow. Like, how am I going to captivate these people? How am I telling my story? What kind of messaging do I want to use when I'm telling my story? Am I going to be telling them story through video? Am I telling them story through pictures? Am I telling them story through making? How am I telling my story? She put that foot down quick. Bye, because I said so. Period. Period. All right, so we got that, right? Are we being creative with how we're messaging this thing, right? And then I want you to know, how are you getting in contact with your people? Because that creative messaging is going to translate to the people who you want to buy, right? So how are you getting in contact with these people? How are you talking to them? What is that language like? Right? And the language should be the way you speak. And I say this all the time, because if you are a representation of your person or whatever, you want to make sure that when you're speaking, you're on some level of yourself at all times. Even if your person isn't you and your person is somebody, you created a different person, avatar, personality. If you created that different thing, you also want to make sure that you're still speaking in your true voice, right? Because if you're not speaking in your true voice, when it comes time for you to do an event or something like that, people are going to think you're something that you're not, and then they're not going to relate your brand to that voice, right? So even if that person is not you, right? Let's say this person is she loves luxury. We always go to the luxury because everybody wants a luxury product, right? They want a luxury high-end product. That's what they want to deliver. So if that's your person and she's all these places, no, you can't be all those people at once, but you can figure out how you can speak in a tone that's going to speak to her that's still true to you. Does that make sense, you guys? Put a one in the chat if that makes sense to you. You want to be your brand, even if the brand is not, if your person is not you, right? On some level, that person's got to be you, because you got to come from a place of knowing who that person is. You can't just totally be off the chain, right? You have to kind of be somewhat that person. And so you have to be able to have that conversation with them in the same way that you speak, period. Because if you do not, it's not going to be fluid when you are communicating with your audience. It's not going to be fluid, right? Because it's not going to resonate with you. So you're going to always have to think of, how can I speak to this person? How am I going to come across? Does this sound right? You're always going to sound like that because you're not speaking from the way you speak, right? Like, okay, so I know I speak and I'm fast and I'm this and I'm that. But when I'm speaking to my audience, I'm still speaking in the same way. You know what I mean? Even though I may be speaking to busy moms, I may be speaking to makeup artists, my voice is still going to be the same. My message may be a little bit, I'll be speaking to them in a different way, but the way I sound is always going to be the same, because that's who I am. So when you see me, and if I'm selling somewhere and I'm doing an event or something, I still sound like the same person. I don't sound like I'm a totally different person. Like, you don't expect me to be, something that I'm not. Right? So if you can keep that, I think it is the tone, right? If you can keep that, then you'll always be relatable, and you don't have to think of how you're going to speak to these people, because this is you, right? And it's always going to be genuine. You're never going to struggle. You should not struggle with content, because you will always be speaking from a place of your genuine personality, right? I'm not saying, okay, so a lot of people say, Nikki, you ghetto. Well, I try not to be ghetto in my business. I try not to be ghetto in my business, right? Although sometimes I do have some ghetto responses, but trying to be like, you can't talk to those people like that. You can't do like that, So I have to check myself, but I'm still the same person. I am going to check myself, but I still know how to present myself. So it looks like everybody's saying that makes sense. So you want to make sure that you're speaking in a language that is going to be relatable to the people that you are trying to target, because you don't want to be too out there where you're not the same person when they meet you. Because let's say they come and meet you at an event. If you're not the same, they're going to be like, who are you? You're not even what I thought this product was about, or da 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 da. They're going to start assuming certain things. So you got to figure out what's that medium where you could be you, right? Because it's got to come out. As long as you could be you all day, right? I don't have to think about how to be me. I know how to be me. I don't need to think about how I need to say this message, because I'm gonna say it the way I speak. I don't need to think about, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you are coming across as yourself. Good morning, Yazzie Faye. You're coming across as yourself. It's never going to come across as fake. right? Even if it's a different approach, it could be a different approach, but it's still got to be you, because you still got to be that person, right? Be your authentic self, period, period, period. Right, 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 right. So you got to know, that's number two, your audience, right? How you speaking to them? What's the language? You got to know that, right? So now that we know how we're going to speak to them, right? And we want to also get some information too, right? So we want to research a little bit. And I'm gonna go off a little bit off of my paper. We want to research a little bit, right? So this helps with engagement. This helps you to understand your people. This gives you a live focus group that you don't have to go out and find a focus group to do this stuff. You excuse me, this gives you a focus group that you could use from the people who you want to buy your product. This gives you some information as to how you're going to launch, what you're going to launch, and that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So getting this research done is going to help you. A lot of people skip researching. I'm not flawless. I skipped researching plenty of times. I've been in business 12 years. I've skipped research plenty of times. Plenty of times, plenty of markets, plenty of everything. Skipped research. Ask people what they want. Ask people what they need. Ask people this or that. Questions, questionnaires, Q&A, all those type of things help you to research and build a foundation as to what you're going to launch, how you're going to launch, and what these people want. Because if you're launching something that people don't want, then what's the purpose of you launching it? Because people are not going to receive it. You want to give a gift, just because you give it don't mean people are going to receive it, right? So how can these people receive the gift that you're giving? Right? So what would research look like to you? What would you do? Let's say we are researching something right now. We are launching, no, not we are researching. We are launching something right now. How are you going to research? What are some creative ideas that you can come up with to ask your customers questions? And where can you ask these customers questions? Like, would you be asking them these questions on your stories? Would you be asking them these questions live? Would you be asking these questions in emails? Like, where would you be asking these questions? Where can you find um like questionnaires, jot forms, things like that? How are you going to ask your customers what they want? Where would you get your research done at? I'm asking you a lot of questions. It's all the same thing. How would you do your research? When you go live, what are some questions to ask when it's dead? If it's dead, you just go head off and go on a tangent. Like whatever you're talking, I usually just go off on whatever I'm doing. But if it's dead, you can ask questions like, what would you like to see? What do you like in a massage candle? What do you like in a moisturizer? I would say, rather, because you have the massage candles. What do you like in a massage in a moisturizer? What's important to you? And then just say, oh, what kind of scents do you like? Oh, what kind of flavors do you like? Oh, fall is coming up. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? And you could just kind of say, what do you think about? And that kind of like, people will come back and forth with you and talk back with you. People never answer my stories. Well, if they don't answer, and are they consistently watching, Yazzie Faye? Because it may not be that. You can say, okay, you can go live and you can say, matter of fact, go to my stories. I have some questions that I want you guys to answer, and I'm going to do a giveaway for one of the people who answered a question in my giveaway. And I'm going to release this. I'm going to say the winner on Friday or something like that. And that will be intriguing. You give them something. You got to give something. People don't always want to interact and engage. Sometimes they may be listening while they're in movement. Some people may be listening but not really paying attention. You might be on and they might be, talking to somebody else or whatever. They might not actually be there, and that's why they're not actually answering. So you want to engage with them and then just say, oh, I'm going to be giving away a free candle to somebody who answers the questions on my stories. I'm going to be giving it away on Friday. You guys stay tuned. It's going to be a random giveaway. I'm going to give it away at 7 o'clock. Stay tuned. I'm going to do the round, what is that called? Wheel of Names thing. And we're going to see who wins on Friday. Give away something, give away a discount code, give away a product. Those type of things make people want to, and get involved, even though, you feel like, oh, you should just automatically do it. Some people don't want to automatically be involved in what you got going on, right? So you got to give them some kind of incentive for them to want to engage with you. So, give something, give something. Yes, they watch heavy and don't even answer the poll questions. Okay, so now give them some incentive. Because they probably just like scroll, 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 scroll. They do that to everybody. It's not you. Don't take it personal. They do it to everybody, right? It's not just you. What could I give you that's going to make you want to stop and answer my poll question? What memory, what emotion can I pull out of you that's going to make you want to answer this question, right? What's going to intrigue you to answer this question? How can I make it? You got to give them, like, what is it, a spoonful of sugar before you give them the medicine? You kind of got to do that kind of thing just so that you can get the engagement. And it's okay. It's okay. You gotta, smooth it out sometimes. And that's fine. That's fine. And then you'll find where your happy place is when you can get them to engage with you. You'll find that. You'll know that if I ask questions about this, I know people answer more often. I know if I ask them things that is emotional, I know they'll answer to me. I know they'll answer me. I know if I put something real quick, all I got to put is a yes or no. I know that they'll answer. That type of thing. But this is all part of your research. This is all part of the things where you write these things down when you notice that you're getting a lot of engagement. You have to track all this information because this is information that you're going to use. Your launch is all about you tracking your progress and writing things down that worked and didn't work so that when you have to recreate it the next time, it actually happens because you know how to apply these methods to your next thing that you're going to do. So everything you do is going to be research. Every single thing. You gotta give something to give something. Customers like something free. They always, and it's a selfish thing, but this is what they do. What is in it for me? Period. You got to think about that. Yes, your product is amazing. You have an amazing product. You have an amazing story. You have all of that is amazing. And yes, they buy into that, but they also want to know the end result is what is in it for me. What are you doing for me, baby? What do we got? What are we giving? What are we giving? Sis, what are we giving? I need to know. So that's definitely what people are thinking. They want to know what's in it for me, right? Even if you're giving them information that they didn't know, that's something that they could use, right? It doesn't always have to be a physical thing, right? It can be some information that they're given. Even if you gave a free recipe or a free DIY or a free solution to something, if you're doing something like that, they still get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think of ways of what is in it for them. What do they get out of it? And this goes into kind of like what I'm going into in here, but it's a little further down with how you getting them to give their email information or their phone number. You have to give them something. There's something in it that they're like, okay, well, I'm giving you my information for you to consistently stay in contact with me. What are you giving to me? And when people give out their email addresses, most of the time they're not thinking about what's in it for me. That's not in the front of their mind, right? So you gotta kind of like, they're going to ignore you when they see you in their emails if there's nothing in it that's going to engage them, right? They're going to overlook it. They're going to bypass it and scroll past it or unsubscribe or whatever. So you're going to have to make sure that your carrot is sweet enough so that they can bite, right? So if you're not offering something sweet for them to bite on, to munch on, they're not going to stay. They're not going to stay. So what could you offer for them to stay? Right? So I would like for you to give me your email and your telephone number, but by doing this, you'll be able to have information, access to all the exclusive launches. You'll be able to be in my VIP club. You'll be able to get this freebie if you put something in the in your first order or something like that. All these things, think about those things on how you can pull them in, because you got to reel them in. You got to put the worm on the hook, throw it out there, and reel it in, right? But you have to make sure that you are making this deal something that they want. And I'm not saying offer everything for free. I'm not saying give 50% off. I'm not saying even give 40. I'm not saying give, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be careful about what you're doing and what you're thinking about, because you got to make sure that it's beneficial to you. right? If you're giving somebody a 50% off product and you're not making anything off of it, then you're taking a loss. And we're not in the business to take losses, right? We're in here to make money. We're in here to grow our business. And that is not how it's going to happen, right? So we have to make sure that whatever the cost is, that is coming back on the back end somewhere, right? So if I say I'm going to give you a free sample soap, or I'm going to give you a free 1 ounce bottle of body butter for your first order, I got to make sure that that cost is covered somewhere. That cost is going to be covered in the body butter products. That cost is going to be covered in the shipping. That cost is going to be covered. That cost is going to be covered somewhere, because you still have to purchase all those things in order to make that thing, right? So make sure that whatever you're offering, you are getting back, right? Grand Rising, Donna. Grand Rising. Let me see. Let me see. I get a lot of interaction from my reels. That is awesome. And make sure that you stay consistently interacting with them. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so we got it, we got it, we got it. That the carrot has to be sweet enough. The carrot has got to be sweet enough. So that means your offer has to be sweet. Think about what your offer is when you're asking people for their email or their telephone for text messaging or email marketing. You want to make sure that your offer is really something that they're going to be like, oh, I can't wait to see what this is about. Oh, I can't wait to join. And it's going to take a little finesse, and it's going to take a little thinking of what you can offer and how's that going to come across. Like, think about what would make you be like, oh my gosh, I got to sign up for this. Think about that. What is going to make you say, I got to sign up for that? So everybody in the chat, I want you to tell me what would make you purchase, or not even purchase. We're not even at purchasing yet. We're just at leaving emails and telephone numbers, right? What would somebody offer you that would make you want to leave your telephone number or your email? I'll wait for you guys to respond. What would sound good to you? And you're like, oh, okay, let me leave my email address. There's plenty of websites that I go to, and I'm like, I'm not leaving my website. I mean, I'm not leaving my email here. I don't even think I'm gonna come back here. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's times when you're looking at things and you're like, things just don't resonate, right? So what could you offer? What sounds good to you that would make you stop and say, let me give her my email address, because I need to know what's going on. I need to be informed when anything is happening. You got some people that have really good cult followings, and Lush is one of them. Lush has a cult following. And what is it about them that people are loving? You got to think, you know what I'm saying? You got to think and see how can you process it so it can translate and you could tweak it for your business. So everybody is saying so far we got Yazzie Face says discounts, coupon codes from Tanya. A discount on my first purchase. That's Danielle. I love discounts. Nessa, a discount code in the freebie download. That's awesome, Jasmine. Also the aesthetic discounts, freebies too. Discount or exclusive sell access. That's from Nicole. Yes. The vibe. That's from Laura. Advanced updates before the public. That's awesome, because everybody loves the fact that they're in on something before anybody else and they could get it before them. They love exclusive stuff. So yes, Donna, that's good. Trina says discount for first order, freebie with purchase. Nini says I don't need all the fluff. If I like what I see, I'll leave an email or purchase the product. So how would you know if you like what you see if they've never even seen it before? Right? So that language, that message has got to be communicated in your social media or however they found you, right? So they got to be able to know something about you or something about the business. Discount freebies. 1617 also has a secret Sunday sale now, 40 to 50% off. Oh, nice. Nice. I don't order anything from 1617, but I do know a lot of people order their vessels and they love them. And so, yes. And their fragrance oils, I think they have those black labels, right? I really like their packaging for their fragrance oils. But I mean, you could give me my fragrance oil in a freaking water jug and I'm fine. 30 to 40% off. Oh, okay. It's still good. That's still a good deal. And that brings everybody in on a Sunday to shop, right? Because they want to know what else is going to be there. What new products is going to be there, because I love this company. So what are you going to have that maybe you'll have my jars on it. So you're going to be visiting every Sunday so that you can see what's going on, or you're going to be checking your emails to see if they posted anything that's going to give you a preview as to what they're going to be having on sale on a Sunday, so that you could be ready when it's your turn, or when you're ready to order. Or you could put in your, I don't even know if they have pre-orders, but I'm just thinking, right, if they had pre-orders, so that you could put it in your card, or whatever, however that works out, at least you kind of have some kind of heads up, and you know when to go and shop, so that they can count on, at least if they don't have all the sales coming in through the week, they could at least count on a steady flow of customers coming in on Sunday, or a couple of days before, to check out what's going on a Sunday. You see what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that what you have coming, what you have people excited. They at least could expect Sunday we're going to have heavy traffic. If they buying or they not buying, we're going to have heavy traffic. The eyes are going to be on us. All we have to do is engage, right? And then we'll probably have new people, and then we could revolve. We could move these people around. They could be revolving, and then whenever they're ready to buy, then they could buy. Or we'll just keep on engaging with them until they are ready to commit, right? So that's what's going on with that. So that they are ready. That's a good company to bring up. Well, not a good company, but that was a good example as to generating those people and generating new people, new business and stuff like that. So that was awesome. Thank you, Yazzie Faye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Free shipping on an order. That can work also. And if you offer free shipping, make sure that is also included in your products, because free shipping is not exactly free shipping, right? Free shipping is is coming out of this product that you purchased. It's not just a free product. I mean, it's not just a free shipping, right? You have to make sure that you incorporate that into either shipping and not shipping and handling, your handling fee, or you can incorporate it into the price model. But however it works, you're going to have to incorporate it somewhere, right? Especially when you have orders that are big orders and they're going overseas, and you saying that you are going to offer free shipping, and that shipping ends up costing you like $50 or more. Like I had orders going to Africa, Thailand, different places like that. And then that free over $100 kind of don't work out. You know what I'm saying? Or the free over $200, it kind of don't work out, because now you losing money because you're trying to offer this free shipping. But if you don't incorporate free shipping into your price model, then you are going to take a L. Does everybody understand that? Because once anything is over a pound and is going out of the United States, it's going to be over $20, period. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. The further it is, the more it's going to cost. Over a pound, period. Over a pound. Under a pound, you can still get away with lightweight shipping. But when it's over a pound, forget about it. Forget about it. Is that something we can talk about? How do we find the correct amount to incorporate on each product? Yes, I think Patricia, did you have a class on that? I know she did a live on it about pricing the products and stuff like that. But I don't know if that video is still up. Patricia, if you're still in here, is that video still up? I'm getting hot now. Yes, I haven't even started out of the country yet. I'm telling you, over a pound. So when you think about that free shipping, over a pound is crazy. So I think I stopped offering my free shipping. Not I think I did. I stopped offering my free shipping because I was doing it over $100. And people out of the country knew that they were getting a really good deal when they were doing that. And I was paying so much in shipping, and I was like, I'm not winning doing this. I'm not. So I have to figure that out. I have to figure that out. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to let them pay their shipping, because that is insane. That is insane. Have you ever shipped to Dubai? Insane. Insane. Um, That was my question too, Jasmine. Right. I'm still shipping US only. I don't have a class in it, but this live is up. Okay, so Patricia did a class on pricing. So check out her class on pricing. And then I would say kind of estimate your shipping to, wherever, and try to incorporate that into your pricing. But we'll see if we can get something on incorporating your shipping. I actually have a friend who does this. Maybe I'll ask him if he would do a live. He probably won't, but he has a wholesale business where he wholesale bulk ingredients to bakers and things like that. And he had incorporated into his pricing the free shipping. So if they order over a certain amount, then they get free shipping. But he also negotiated something with not USPS, with UPS, whereas they have I forgot, it's like a cubic space or something like that, so it could be as heavy as they want. It's only going to be one price. So that's how he kind of incorporated it. But I'll see if I can get him. If I can, then I'll have him on to talk about how to add the shipping into that. Let's see. I'm Canadian in the US. I was even thinking about driving to Montreal and shipping from there. Oh, are you that close to Canada? If you are, I mean, and how often would you do that? And how much would you lose doing that? How much time? How much gas? How much, how much will you lose doing that? I know one place that sells from Canada that their shipping is just like the regular US shipping. And that is good morning, Kelly. That is like 4 hours. Oh no, that probably is not gonna be worth you driving out there. Nope, you might as well just let them pay for that shipping. Gas is expensive. It sure is. New Directions Aromatics, when you shop from them, they definitely offer, the shipping is not astronomical. The shipping is based on like US shipping. You're not paying a lot of money for them to ship to you. And I love that about them because they are a Canadian based company and they still ship and the price is still the same as if it was in US. Like 4 hours gas is expensive. Yes. Good morning. I know, that's why I haven't. Yep. Not even an option. Get that out your head. We're not doing that one. That's 4 hours. 4 hours, that's 8 hours in travel. That's your day. That's your whole day in travel. Plus 8 hours worth of gas. NDA is good on shipping costs. Yes, they are. I love them. I absolutely love them. And you're in Canada right now, Michelle, right? So I'm saying they have good pricing. I know the pricing went up, but they have great pricing and they have great shipping fees. So I absolutely love them. So if you're looking for somebody, they are great for your oils and things like that, especially your essential oils. I love to shop with them. So let's see. Let's go into the product. It is. Yeah. I order all my essential oils from them. That's right. That's right. To me, they have competitive pricing, and I love that about them. Um, Voyager is great too. I get my body wash supplies from them. I have not heard of them, but I will look into that too. Are they in Canada? Are they in Canada? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So what kind of things can you add? This is what I was asking. What kind of things can you ask them when you're researching? What do you think that you should be asking people? Yes, they are. Oh, awesome. What kind of things should you be asking people? And again, you can do your research via lives. You could do Q&As, you could do email marketing where you could do forms, you could do all that stuff when you can do questionnaires or just asking questions just to see what people like. What kind of things could you be asking them that'll be helpful to what you need for them to know? A lot of us want to know, do they want a smaller or larger? What if I offer larger? Would you like it if we if we offered our body butters instead of it being 8 ounces? Would you like it if we did 10 to 16 ounce body butters? Then you'll know maybe I should offer larger sizes if you get a big response saying yes, right? Do we like fragrance or unfragrance? Which ones do you prefer? Then you know to offer more or less of those things, right? Um, when you order from us, do you order as for yourself? Do you order for your family and friends? Is this a gift or is it a personal thing? Like these type of things you can ask in your questionnaires and your forms. What is the feeling that fall gives you, right? Because we should be working on fall, we should be working on the winter, we should be working on Christmas and Black Friday, right? So what is it that what feeling do you get when you think about fall? People will start thinking because they're emotional. Oh, you probably get a lot of people that say pumpkin spice because a lot of people love pumpkin spice. A lot of people hate it, but they love October, September. It's pumpkin spice time, right? Because that's what's going on in their mind. The earlier you start some pumpkin spice, let me tell you, you're going to have those people who love pumpkin spice will be there quickly, right? Those type of things. Do you like body butters or do you like body oils? Do you like lotion or do you like this? Do you like facial serum or do you like creams? Do you like face soap bars or do you like liquid? Do you like, these are the kind of questions that are going to help you form your marketing plan. And these are things that people don't think about. These are the things that they're not looking at, right? So this is part of your research. You have to research and see if you are offering what they want. And I'm not saying change everything to offer what they want. I'm just saying you kind of know what your approach is going to be, right? Because that is the thing. How am I approaching these people? Am I approaching you like I'm offering what you want, or am I approaching you like I'm offering stuff that you could care less about? Right? So if you know that they could care less about certain things, then you know that that's not how you're going to approach it, even though you're going to sell those things, even though that's part of your who you are, your line and all that other stuff. Even though that's part of who you are, you're still going to approach it differently right now. So now I know that I got to put this up front so that I'm going to bring you in, right? So what does your research questions look like? Fast shipping is fast and affordable. Oh, that's nice. Question: for those that do pop-ups, do you include the tax in the prices? I do not include the tax in my prices, but the tax is in the checkout. So if they are paying cash, I usually waive it. I don't do tax, but if you're ordering and I'm processing a card, I definitely use the tax. Are you a soap bar or body wash person? Would you love travel size? Exactly. These are things that you know. So then you know, okay, so if they like travel size, then maybe I'll offer whatever they picked with a travel size something. So this could be like an upsell, right? This could be something that I offer. This is research, right? This is how you could think about it. So if they said, okay, I like bar soap, okay, so you're going to sell your bar soap, but then you're going to have an upsell. Would you like to purchase the travel size one for 10% off or whatever? You know that you could bulk that up. You could get the upsell. You can make that cost of the order is going to be higher, right? Because now you know if they would like those things or if they don't. Maybe you'll offer another kind of soap. If you like this soap, maybe you'll like this soap and give them a discount. So you kind of like know what you're doing, right? So then you know that that's part of your offers, that you're going to offer a travel size with this because they were interested in that when you did your research, because research is important. Research is very important. I do not want you to overlook this step. I do not want you to overlook this step. And if you don't want it to feel survey-ish, don't let it feel like a survey. Just make it seem like something fun that you're doing, like a this and a that. This or that is always fun, but that's always for when they're trying to get research. That's always for when they're trying to see what's going on for data, right? So this or that, Q&As, those kind of things are fun. If I feel like I'm taking a test, I'm not going to do it. People are apprehensive when they feel like they have to answer questions like it's a test. If you're giving them something and they're answering it like it's fun, even though you're using it for your research and for your numbers, they don't have to know that. You know what I'm saying? And it should not come across that way. I don't. I like to have an easy account of the amount of taxes collected in my Shopify. People don't have a problem with that. That's how it is at stores. That's how what Jasmine says. There you go. Where would you ask these questions? You can ask these questions in your story. You can ask these questions in your email. I know MailChimp has a place where you could do surveys. I know Lucky Orange, if you don't have Lucky Orange, you guys need to incorporate that into your platform, because if you don't, I mean, not if you don't, but what Lucky Orange does is it has heat maps where you can see where people are clicking, what they like, where they're going. It has all kinds of data, what you can use to see how people are navigating through your website, and it'll tell you what you need to, it'll give you the numbers, and you can see what you need to change, what needs priority, what should be up at the top, what should be at the bottom, what doesn't even need to be there. Those type of things with Lucky Orange, it gives you all that data. You can actually record, not you, but they do. They record the customer's journey on your site. So if somebody is in, you can see them come in live, but then you also can see where they're at, if they're stuck on something, if they're on a page for too long, if they're on a product for too long, it'll tell you where they are. You can pop in and ask them questions. You could do polls on there. You can ask them, what would you like? And you can give them polls. It could pop up whenever you wanted to. So I'm going to see if I could get somebody from Lucky Orange in, but Lucky Orange is a great thing to have on your website because it actually does analyze all that data for you, and you're able to communicate, and you're able to use those numbers to see where you need to place things on your website. One of the changes that I made this morning, and this is all, not this morning, but I did yesterday. This was something that I kind of, my ears perked up when Jasmine said it when she was doing the Shopify class about your shop all, and then your navigation bar not being cluttered with all of the products that you offer, and putting them down on the shop all so that you can see it from there instead of everything cluttered at the top. So I fixed that. I changed that, and also I was able to see, because on my Lucky Orange I seen that I had all the categories at the top, and some were getting clicks, but not everything was getting clicks, right? And that's just how it is. But what if somebody wanted to know about me? What if somebody wanted my FAQs? What if somebody wanted to know about my ingredients, right? And that they couldn't find that, or that was at the very bottom of the page and they never even scrolled all the way down there. So Lucky Orange is going to show you how to do all of that. And so that's one of the changes that I made, was I changed all of my products being at the top, or all of my categories at the top, to being in the shop all. And in that way, if you wanted to contact me or you wanted to know about my ingredients, that's right there. So you can click on that easily. So yeah, you could use I said all of that to say you could use polls in Lucky Orange. I went on a whole tangent, but yeah, you can ask for polls, do polls in Lucky Orange. You could do a survey with MailChimp. You could do a survey in Klaviyo. You can ask questions there. You can ask them in your lives. You can ask them on your stories. You could do a this or that. You could do a Q&A. You could do post it on your grid. So you can ask them wherever. Let me see. I included so I don't have time to calculate. Same here. Good morning, Felicia. Good morning. Oh, first time of hearing this. Lucky Orange. Yes, Lucky Orange. I think it's like $10 a month. I think it's $10 to $20 a month, but they have different price tiers, and you can do what you need to do. But the very basic will help you see what's going on. It'll do the heat maps where you can see, the temperature as to how people were clicking on and navigating through your website. Also, you'll be able to get real time on when people are shopping. You can see where they are and all of that. You could chat with them from Lucky Orange. I said that right. You could chat with them from there. I don't think all platforms has Lucky Orange. I know I first heard about it on Shopify, and Miss Skittles had suggested that like years ago when she was doing one of her conference. She was like, you need Lucky Orange, because Lucky Orange is going to help you navigate through your website, or see how people are navigating through your website. So Lucky Orange is really good. I know that it is incorporated with, well, it integrates with BigCommerce, but I'm not sure about any of the other platforms. Shopify for sure, BigCommerce for sure. Everything else I'm not sure about. Me too, never heard of them. For polls, Lucky Orange. Yes, yes. Yes. So you guys, that's one thing that you take away from this. You can also, and you could also use your lucky orange as for research too, right? Because now you know, okay, so I need people to navigate through my site this way, right? Because if you may think that your site is easy to navigate, but to some people it may not be easy to navigate. Just because you know that this product is going to lead to this product, and lead to this product, the person who is new to your page, or they haven't been there, they may not know how to navigate through it, and so they may just drop off, right? Because when you confuse them, you lose them. So you might just drop off, they might just drop off, and then you don't get the sale, right? So then you have to figure out, how can I make my website more user friendly? Because it's not about what I understand, it's about what they understand. So that's also another form of research. So you can use lucky orange for research too. But researching is very important. And I know a lot of people may be overlooking things and saying, I don't need this to plan my launch. You actually do. Unless you've had an amazing, successful launch, you cannot say that researching is not part of that, because researching definitely is a part of it. And however you did your research you're going to be able to tell, because that's how you're going to engage and communicate with these people who you say you want to engage with. So you're going to have to do the research. You cannot skip this step. It cannot be skipped. Let's see. Lucky Orange, $10 to $20 a month in real-time shopping analytics, and integrates with Shopify and Big Cartel. Big Commerce. I don't know if it integrates with Big Cartel. It helps with making your website more user-friendly. It does. It does. It does. And that just became an ad. Somebody needs, from Lucky Orange, y'all need to cut me a check. Cut me a check. That's one of the apps that I will sing high praises for, is Lucky Orange. It's one that I don't even use as often as I should. I should really, like, Lucky Orange, you should really be on it. Like, yes, thank you, yes. You should really be on it, like, seriously. Seriously, seriously, seriously. I found out that people were clicking my banner, that's where a lot of my traffic started clicking there. And then they, you know what I'm saying, like on the top, when they were clicking one thing at the top, and I had all these options up there. So yeah, you want to make sure that you are paying attention to everything on there, because you could fix it and you can make it work, and it'll be a streamlined process for your customers, right? Streamline the process for your customers, so that they don't have to sit there and be confused and all that other stuff. If you need to pop in and chat and ask them, are you having problems with this? Guess what? You can do that with Lucky Orange. Hey, thank you, Kelly. Thank you for the super sticker. Got a super sticker, y'all. I got a super sticker, y'all. So yeah, so you can even chat with them and see, can I help you find something? What are you looking for? Da 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 da. You could do that in Lucky Orange. So you guys check that out and see if it'll work for you. Try it out. I think they have a free trial, and $10 a month is nothing to bring in all those customers to analyze all that data for you. That is barely anything. So that works, right? A. All right. And so one more thing that I want you to think about, and then I'm going to wrap it up on here. And I didn't even get down to the meat and potatoes of all of this. Actually, I did, but I still got so much more left that I want to discuss with this whole, launching and the researching. But I really want you to take your time to research. I really want you to take your time to find your people. I really want you to take your time to engage and communicate with them, because if you do not have these people sitting and waiting for you when you launch, you have nobody to sell to, right? You want to have these people sitting and waiting, excited for what you have coming, because if you don't do this it's a prerequisite, right? You don't do the pre-work, then you can't get it done, right? This is the work that has to be done. Prerequisites are the classes that you got to take before you take the main course, right? So these are the classes, these are the things that you got to do in order for you to do the next level, to take the main stage kind of thing, right? So you have to make sure you do the prep in order to take the main stage. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Put a 1 in the chat if you understand. Put a 2 if you don't, because that means I wasn't clear and I had to provide some clarity. Put a 1 in the chat if you understand, a 2 if you don't, if I need to clear some things up. And if you had a question, just put it in there too. Let me know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Let me know. Let me know. See, like now, Yaz is quiet, and so I'll just keep on talking until I see numbers pop up, or until I see answer. I'll keep on talking, or I'll restate the question. Yes, I will do that. So everybody is understanding. It looks like everybody is getting it, and they're picking up what I'm putting down. Ow, ow. All right. So the last thing, lastly, I want you to know, I took a class with Mr. Words Taylor. Love, love, love Words Taylor. But he says that you need to describe who you are, what you do, and who you do it for, right? And it should be 3 deep, right? So I want you guys to think about who you are, what you do, and who you do it for. Who you are, what you do, and who you do it for. Right? Because you're solving somebody's problem, and you're not solving everybody's problem. You're solving somebody's problem, right? Because your customer is not going to be everybody. Your customer is going to be your niche, whatever you call it, right? They are going to be this group of people that you created for your world. Those are the people that you want to talk to. How do I get those people that I need to live in my world? I got to communicate to them. How do I communicate to them? I got to know who I am, what I do, and what I'm solving, right? Who I'm doing it for. I need to know that. So I want you guys to really think, really obsess over who you are, what you do, and who you do it for, right? I want you to obsess over that. I make this for this. You know what I'm saying? You got to know. You got to know who you are, what you do, and who you selling it to. I probably changed that around a couple of times. It's all the same thing. It's all the same, right? So I could say I help budding entrepreneurs or enthusiasts gain confidence through providing connections that bridge the gap for their business or the things that they're lacking in their business. I could say that, right? So I'm not speaking to everybody. I'm not speaking to established business owners. I'm speaking to budding entrepreneurs. I'm speaking to people who are maybe stagnant in their business. I'm speaking to those type of people, helping them to get unstuck. So those are the people that I'm talking to. Those are the people who I'm going to reel in with my marketing, with everything. All I hear is lyrics. So, you know what I'm saying? Go deep and find out who it is that you're speaking to, right? Because you need to know, you have to be solving their problem, and they need to know you are my person. You are the person that is going to solve my problem. You are speaking my language. I need to know what that is. And this is the same thing. This is the thing that you're going to use when somebody say what your company is about. You'll be able to spit that off the top of your head. It's going to be like second nature when you have to, say it. You know who you are, what you're doing, who you're making it for. Period. Right? Does everybody understand that? Do you have your statement? I don't even know what to call it. What do you have? Do you have your statement as to, who you are? Put a 1 in the chat if you have it, and put a 2 if you don't. And then if you do have it, tell me who. Put it there. Put it there in the chat. Put it there in the chat. I'm only this deep into my. So I think I already got my week planned out. My week is together in my content. So, Nina, you don't have it yet. That's okay. We're going to get it. So make sure that you put who you are, what you sell, and who you sell it to. I think I do. All right, Laura, if you got it, put it in the chat. If you got it, put it in the chat. Sandra says she halfway there. So Sandra, if you're halfway there, tell me what you got. Tell me what you got. Kelly needs to get there too. Tanya needs to get there too. Who you are, what you sell, and who are you selling it to? Who are you selling it to? Trina says one, but forever tweaking. It's okay if you tweak it. It's okay if you tweak it, as long as it's you have a general idea of what it is, so that you're not babbling on. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly who it is and what you do. I mean, who it is, who you're talking to. You want to make sure you have a general idea, so when somebody asks you, you're not babbling. If somebody asks me who I am, I'm a soap maker. I make soap for people who want simple ingredients. You don't want heavy chemicals on your body. I'm the person. You know what I'm saying? Or, something like that. And any way you phrase that, it still can work. It doesn't have to be, word for word. You just have to make sure that those are the 3 points that you hit anytime you say who you are. And memorizing it makes it easier for when you have to say it, because it's going to be something that you say all the time, right? When somebody say, well, who is whatever your company is, you'll know who you are, what you sell, and who you selling it to, or who you selling it for. I got it. 1. All right. Jasmine's got it. Michelle's got it. I thought it was for everyone. The 0.5 is for everyone. 1-ish. Okay, Nicole, you working on it, but you kind of got it. You just got to come across with your message, because you got it. Your message is for self-care and that type of stuff. So you got it. You just got to put it all together so you could say it anytime you need to let people know who you are, what you do, and who you do it for. Yes, thank you, Yazzie Faye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And so I think today I gave you plenty to munch on. So I want you to really think about these things, because these are the things that you're going to need before you have a successful launch. Can I ask you guys, has anybody, for those who have an established business, have you ever done the research that, or answer these questions that I asked or that I brought up in this conversation just now? Have you done any of that previously in your when you launched your products? You could say yes, but, or you could say no, I haven't. Yes, I do. Mission statement. Yes, it's on my website. Yes. Have you done this whenever you've launched before? Have you asked yourself these questions before? Have you done this research before? Have you engaged with your customers before? Have you pulled in your audience before? Were you paying attention to your email signups? Have you been doing that with your previous launches? No, but I've never launched the product. Yes, yes. And so you have not launched yet. For those people who have the new businesses, that's totally fine. But now you have an idea of what you need to do and the legwork that needs to be done before you even launch the product, because the launch is not when you release the product. The launch is happening months before you even go ahead live and put it out there. So behind the scenes, you need to be working on these things. Behind the scenes, you need to be informing your customers, or upfront on your social media, informing your customers, engaging your customers, so that they are your potential customers, I should say, so that when you do launch it, they are accepting and ready for you to launch that thing. They are ready for you to launch that thing. So I want you guys to start thinking about it and taking it in a little differently, because a launch is not just going to take place in a week or two, right? It's not going to take place like that, especially if you are not doing the work behind the scenes. You have to make sure that you're putting in the work behind the scenes. And this is all about your research. This is also going back to what Emmanuel was saying about, marketing and things like that, cold marketing. This is all going back to that. So if you have not checked out those videos, do check them out and start applying things, because this is going to be something that is going to be, something that's going to help your business a little bit more. Yes, ask lots of feedback. Got you, Kelly. Got you, got you, got you. No, at first I launched things that I thought people wanted and that flopped. I started asking customers what they preferred in regards to scents, bar soaps, etc. And how did that work, Jasmine? I did, maybe more so in my about us. I don't think I really did an organized launch, so I'm trying to redo. Yes, yes. I'm telling you, it's going to be so much more different when you analyze, you look at the data, and then you launch based on your numbers and based on your feedback. Once you launch that way, is going to be a difference than you planning out something and thinking that, like Jasmine was saying, planning things out, thinking people want these things, and you put them out there and people don't want them, or people are not buying because those people are not there and you didn't bring those people in. So you want to make sure that you are bringing in those people. I'm not saying don't sell what you have just because it flopped. I'm saying that find those people who want those things so that they could buy them. Gave away a lot of samples. Got you. Yazzie Face said nope. It's working. I have things people want and love now. Yes. And yes, yes, and yes. This research is something that you could use, right? So maybe you think like like for me, there's a lot of things that I'm taking off my site because there's a lot of things that they, not that they weren't working, but they're not my main sellers. And when I want to focus on those things, I'll bring them back as special collections. But that's how I'm going to do things. I'm not going to make them, choose between everything, because obviously my customer is not a broad, they're not going through a broad list of things that they want in Bath and Body. Usually what my customers are wanting, they want moisturizers, they want soaps, and they want brush cleaner, period. That's what they want. Bath bombs and all that other stuff is extra, they like it, but that's not my main thing. My main things are my soaps, my moisturizers, and that type of thing. So I know that that's where my focus is going to be. And should I offer these extra things, I'm going to offer them as special collections. Just like I have my House of Wax, I'm going to do my House of Wax just because I was inspired to do something with wax, and I wanted to do something more artistic with wax. And so I wanted to, go into that whole thing just as a special collection. Maybe I'll bring that back in for the holiday times, maybe I won't, but it's something that I'm going to offer and it's going to go. So that is going to create that thing, not urgency, but to know that it's going to be a scarce product, that it's not going to be something that I have all the time. It's going to be something that is going to be a limited time, a limited quantity, and that is going to create that FOMO. Like, I got to get it, because if I don't get it, I don't know when it's the next time she's going to do it. So you want to make sure that you're doing something like that if you know that certain things are not working. And if you're not bringing those people into your site and you're not doing the work to bring those people into your site and they're not moving quick enough, then focus on those things that are moving so you can make more of that, because you already have those things. Focus on that and move those things. Let's see. Fusion Candle Co. is a wax melt company that makes happy scents to make you smile through wax melt and room sprays. I don't know how that sounds. I'm still working on it. It needs a little work. It's a lot of words. It's a lot of words. You want it to be impactful. Quick, 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 quick. That's what I thought when I first started candle making. Didn't launch because I realized I was nowhere near ready. LOL. Definitely needed to research more. This time was not moving so fast. Got you. I was doing so many high tops. I learned simple is better for my customers. I do high tops and cupcakes more so as custom orders. That's right. That's right. Because if they're not wanting it, then there's no point in, if the customers that you have now are not wanting it, then don't do it. Right? Do what they're doing and do what they're wanting. But like you're offering, that's awesome that you're offering the custom so that you are not excluding those people, that they're still able to get the high top soaps and the cupcake soaps. And I'm assuming that's what you mean, the soaps. They are able to still get those things from you at a special request, which means you are giving them special privilege because you will make those particular products for them. Right? So it gives them it gives a different feeling as to just your natural soaps. You know what I'm saying? Because now this is not something that she offers every day, but she is willing to exclusively make me this. that gives them some kind of priority, that gives them some kind of feeling that you are, I'm catering to you as well, right? But I'm a cater to you, but you're exclusive over here in this lane, right? This is for my normal people, this is for my regular customers, but you, if this is what you want, this is what you could get, right? So that's a service that gives them a different feeling about you, right? They have more to say about you. Their testimony is going to be different from somebody else's, right? They're going to be able to say, wow, that's really awesome, that you would make this for me. And I told her that I needed this soap. She told me I needed 2 weeks. She delivered beforehand. She delivered this soap in a week and a half, quicker than I expected, and it's so much more beautiful than I even imagined it would be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people will really give it to you, lay it on thick, and by you saying that you offer that kind of a service, you can lay it on thick as to, this is an exclusive thing that I do for my customers that really love cupcake soaps or love high top soaps. And this is a offer that I extend to them. And if you would like to have this offer, just join me over in blah, 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 blah. And then I'll be able to do this. Then you can segment them in your emails and know, okay, you guys, for Black Friday, I'm going to be offering 6 soaps and you get 2 free or whatever, right? You can segment them in your email marketing and talk to them specifically, so they know every single time that you're talking to them and they are special. Right? You're going to talk to your customers like they're special, but you're going to speak to these people in a different way because they're ordering custom products, and your custom products should reflect custom pricing. But that's another class. But I'm just saying, the way you are engaging with them is going to be a different kind of, that you want them to feel like, yes, keep buying it. Am I resonating with you guys? Am I resonating with you? I'm emailing you something today. I'll be this evening. I'll be doing it. Wait, I don't know. I think she's saying I'll be in this evening. So be on the lookout. I think that's what Jasmine is saying. That message is for you, Laura. All right. So you guys, how was today? Did you understand what I was saying? Did you pick up what I was putting down? Did it resonate? What are we getting? What are we getting? Okay. Thank you. What are we getting? Are we picking it up? And tomorrow we'll go into more in depth about your research and your emails. Research and emails. Latrice said, good morning, Sean. She said, good morning. So we getting it? We getting it? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, I appreciate you and your time. Thank you so much, Trina. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you and your time too. Thank you. Yes, my mom was my best customer at one point. Okay. All right, Mom. Are we feeling good? Are we feeling good with the research? We got to go to the drawing board and we got to go back and see how we can communicate this, how we can talk to our customers, see what they're wanting, see if it goes in line to what we're doing, how we discuss the products and stuff like that. Is that resonating with you guys? Yes, appreciate you and your time. Yes, it's always informative. Thank you, Donna. 100%. Yes, love it. And whatever you do not get, if there's any questions about it, you want some clarity or whatever, you can always DM me and I will respond, or you can just post your question right here in the chat and then I will respond to you here, however you want to do it. If you don't want everybody all up in your business, just send me a DM. Yes, thank goodness for your honor society and your coffee with Nikki help. Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. I know we all have work to do. This is a part of the process that I'm getting ready. Well, I'm not getting ready. I started already for my house of wax because there are things that needs to be changed and there's communication that needs to be had. Right. So I'm doing the whole research journey so that you guys can do the research journey. Not so that you guys, because I need to do a period, but I'm just saying, I'm really paying attention to my research, how I'm communicating and all of that, so that I have a reference point to speak to you guys. Right. So that is it, you guys. If you're not part of the Honor Society, go on over to Bubble Babes University. That's BABEZ University.com, and join the Honor Society. And it's a subscription-based membership. And what else? Tomorrow we are going live, not at night. We're going live in the morning. So we're going to be going for Coffee with Nikki is going to be the brand flow workshop, and that is going to be with Dee from Paper Candy Designs, and she is going to show you guys how to make your brand cohesive with the, you know, what you want your aesthetic to be, how to make your story flow. So that is going to happen tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So instead of Coffee with Nikki, we are going to have the workshop in the morning. The conversation, not the conversation. The class will be taped, and it will be up on YouTube and Facebook for 24 hours. After that, it is going to go into the Honor Society where it will live. So if you miss that window of the 24 hours and you're not a part of the Honor Society, you're going to miss the class. But if you're a part of the Honor Society, you'll be able to access it whenever you want. So that will be going on over there. That's what's going on tomorrow. 9 a.m. we have a workshop. Hey Nikki, hi Nikki, hi Patricia, and everyone. Happy Monday. I miss you today. See you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. This live will be up. It'll be up forever on YouTube, but tomorrow's live will not. It will only be up for 24 hours. That is our workshop with Dee from Paper Candy Designs. That is going to be awesome. She's done a lot of branding for a couple of the people that I know, and a lot of the makers that I know from Black Candle Makers Club. So I'm excited to have her on. It took us a minute to actually finalize everything. I've been trying to get her on for I think like 2 months, but I finally got her, and she'll finally be here. And so I cannot wait. I'm excited. And if you are part of BCMC, she actually has some classes up there. So if you're part of their what do they call it? They don't have an honor society. What do they call it? Their membership, the BCMC membership. You'll be able to access those classes and see. They have plenty of classes over there, but they do have one over there. I think she did 2 workshops over there, and so you'll be able to access those over at BCMC. And everybody, yes, Latrice, yes. Don't forget that. Do not forget to like on your way out. Like the video on your way out. Like it, love it on the way out. So you guys have an amazing day. I hope you have a productive, fun day. If you are at work, I hope you have a great day. Remember to smile, and remember your mindset is everything. And that is that, you guys. So I thought today was a great day, and I know I said a lot. I said a mouthful, and you're probably going to have to stop this video at points because I was talking so fast and I was saying so much. But y'all know how I do. I talk fast. But yeah. So it's very informative. I think that you guys are going to, the next launch that you do is going to be the absolute best launch, and not the best launch, is going to be one of your better. No, it's going to be the best launch thus far. And then after that, everyone after that is going to be even more outstanding than that one. So I say yes. Do you guys agree with that? I hope you do. Put a 1 in the chat. Say yes, Nikki, I agree. Yes, Nikki, I am confirming it. I receive it. Yes, and yes. So this is going to be awesome. I have a feeling that you guys are going to do amazing things. I just feel it in my bones. I feel it in my spirit. You guys are going to do amazing things. Yes, and yes. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day. Hey, Miss Quell, there it goes again. She said yes. There we go again. Yes, y'all claim it. It's going to happen. Your next launch is going to be the most amazing launch you've ever had thus far. Everything after that is going to be even better. It's going to be double, triple, 3 times, 4 times, 10x it better than that one. So once we build the framework, believe me, it's going to be so much easier. It's going to be so much more easier to do. Right? So that's it, because I'll drag out a goodbye. So I will see you guys in the morning for our workshop with D. And of course I'm going to be in your timelines, flooding your timelines, and blah 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 blah. So you guys have an amazing day. Yes, I claim it. Yes, 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 queen. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody have an amazing day. I will see you guys in the morning.